back in the 80s, everybody was color struck pretty much. But I had this girlfriend. I met her. We met getting a job interview at a McDonald's on the beach. First, going over there getting, we met. I was 16 and she was 18. But I told her I was 18. So we started going out and stuff. And then I turned 17 and she was 19. I was still in school. She was out. I just told her I flunked. But anyway, she so we was hanging out and stuff, and her mom, we were talking on the phone. She knew of me. And then one day, I went over to the house to pick her up. We actually went to Santa Monica Beach, but we caught the bus. I went over there with my bus pass, and she came out. And then when her mom looked in my face, she looked like she saw a ghost. Because the whole family was light skinned. She was light skinned. Her mama light skinned. Daddy light skinned. Everybody, like, it was only her and her mom lived in the house, but everybody was light skinned, and her cousins, the whole family was light skinned, and I guess she assumed that I was just a light skinned dude. Like Don, I mean, so she like, you're Don? And she just was looking at me. And then my girlfriend, she was like, yeah. And she was tripping off her mom. She was tripping off me, tripping off her mom. And then she explained to me that her mom was just tripping that I was so dark. And she didn't think that, she just assumed that I was light skinned. But I was black as fuck. They had a thing called a brown paper bag test. You had to be lighter than a brown paper bag, the grocery bag. They had them paper bags back in the day. They ain't had the plastic shit. And so the color of a brown paper bag, you had to be lighter than that to be like down with their family. You know what I'm saying? And I was way darker than the brown paper bag. Well, I'm black as a motherfucker, boy. Shit. My black ass showed up at the door. They was like, this nigga, he not even, you went grab you the darkest motherfucker out there, but goddamn. But yeah, so the mama was like, looked at me like, oh shit, he about to fuck up the gene pool. So one time she had a monkey bite on her neck, and the mama started fucking, but y'all having sex? What? I guess she was panicking that, but I was like, no, I was definitely fucking, you know what I mean? So, but we like, so anyway, eventually she got pregnant. I got her pregnant. I was 17, she was 19, and I ain't know what the fuck to do. I ain't know what to do, she ain't know what to do. And she was hiding from her mama and shit. And I'm sitting up here like, damn, I didn't, it was 1986. You know what I'm saying? Then she baby, her stomach started getting bigger, and then I felt the baby kicking and shit. I'm like, god damn, you're about to have a baby, but how are we gonna just have a baby without without our parents knowing? Type shit. And so I was trying to go rent an apartment. They wouldn't rent it to me because I was too young. I guess you had to be 18 or something. Signed a contract back then, I don't know. But so anyway, eventually her mama found out, and she called me up, cursed me out, told me to stay the fuck away from her house and all that shit, and stay with her. And it's like she disappeared. And she was going to some school, some cosmetology school. And and she was friends with my cousin. My cousin's like 2 years older than me, and they became friends, And my cousin went up to her job one day and was telling her that she, like I wasn't shit. Told her that I got a girlfriend at my school, and I got a girlfriend in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Gang banging. And, just told her all kind of shit about me. That was, but that was my cousin. So, and I went up there, and I tried to intercept her. And when I got up there, she didn't want to talk to me no more. And then my cousin left, and then I was trying to talk to her. She pulled her hand away from me. I'm looking at her like, but I never saw her again. she disappeared. She stopped going to the school, everything. You know. And I went to my cousin like, why'd you do that? You know, why would you go babbling off of me? I didn't understand it. Because you ain't wrong. I said, but that's, yeah, well, why would you help me and try to, you know, see what we could do or something? Or why would you want to just, like, you and her go run off and live happily ever after? That don't make no sense. That was my first confusion about chicks. I didn't understand what they was teaming up against me. Because my cousin, she just disappeared from her ass too. But back in the day, when a chick got pregnant, a young chick, they would disappear your ass. You would go disappear, and then when you come back, it's like you had a little sister or a little brother or something, or your cousin came or something. Like, it's like you disappeared during your whole pregnancy. Nobody knew you was pregnant or whatever. And but I never saw her. And I grew up. I went and joined Marines and whatnot. And I saw her one more time. I was in the Marines, and I drove past with my convertible. I had a drop-top convertible truck, and I drove past there, and I saw her, and I stopped, and I didn't see no baby, and I was like, hey, and I wanted to talk to her, and her mama was standing there, and I'm like, hey, and she's like, hey, and stuff. I'm gonna tell her, yeah, I'm in the Marines, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I didn't tell her that I got married. But she was you know, just, it was uncomfortable as hell, and I didn't want to really talk. And her mom was like standing guard to make sure that she didn't really talk to me. And I wanted to ask about the baby, like, what happened? Did you have a baby? You know, and but no, they wouldn't really say anything, and they disappeared. So anyway, I left, and I was gonna come back and holler at her. It was just her, but they moved. And then I went off to war. I went to Saudi Arabia, and everything just. So I never. When I went back after all this time, I went back to the house again, and it was gone. But the '80s was a whole different time. The '80s was a color-struck era. I still wonder what happened to her. And I tried to look her up online. You know what I mean? I be trying to, you know, I'm assuming I have a child out there, and from '86, because I remember it was my birthday when we had sex, whatever. And the last time, and I couldn't, and I don't remember. I know because we was by my cousin's house, and it was for my birthday, so that's March. So the baby had been born in '86 of 86, December, around then. So I'd be like trying to see, maybe they put the baby up for adoption. I don't know what happened.